Hello guys, I'm mathematics teacher. My name is Niragire Jean-Pierre. I'm going to talk about Unit 1 for Senior 2. The title is Indices and SADs. This is Unit 1. But we start by the Unit 1 Part 1, which is SADs and radicals. SADs and radicals. Here I tried to simplify some of the properties which are basic for this topic. And you see, if A and B belong to set of real number R, in this case, square root of A will be automatically positive or greater than or equal to 0. It can be greater than 0 or 0, no problem. And the square root of B here, we need those which make greater than or equal to 0. Other will be in other reference. So, example, this property number 1. Property number 1, when you take square root of A times square root of A itself, you get automatically A. This will be helpful in many exercises. Property 2, it is simply, once you have square root of a product of A and B, you get automatically square root of separating them. You can take square root of A times square root of B. You can get the same as this one. So to write AB means A times B. So property 3, it is also simple. It is a square root of a fraction from A and B. You see, those real numbers you have. Once you have square root of A over B, you can do the same as taking square root of A. You divide it by square root of B. Okay. But here, please pay attention, numerator, which is this one, square root of A, it can be 0 or positive number. But the denominator square root of B must be always greater than 0. Why? Because the fraction with the denominator 0, it is possible at least 10. Please. Examples. Simplify A. Square root of A times square root of 2, square root of 2 times square root of 2. Remember the property number 1 here. Square root of A times square root of A is equal to A. Because here we have 2 and 2, it means this is if we supposed to be A and A. We come again on this property, we get automatically square root of A times square root of A will be A, which is for the solutions of these examples. Let us start from A. Example number 8. Square root of A times square root of A is equal to A, means square root of 2 times square root of 2 will be 2. It is the same for B. For B also we have A and B. Because 2 and 3 are different, consider A and B at once, this case A and B. So we are going to use this property number 2, where we have square root of, once we have square root of 2 times this square root of 3, this will be like taking square root of 2 times 3, finally get square root of 6. I hope this is clear. Then number C, the example number C, we use this number 3, property number 3. As you have square root of 16, divide by square root of 25, no, divide by 25, you have this part. So you are going to separate into this. Or we take, for example, square root of 16 over 25. This is like a square root of 16 over square root of 25. As you know, this 16, it is a perfect square number. A perfect square number, it means once you find the prime factors of 16, you can put 2, you get 8, you can put another 2, you get 4, you can put another 2 and have 2. Because you have 2, you can simply write 16 as, you write 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be power 4. So please, in this case, you can have square root of 2 power 4 over, again for 25 you can find also prime factors, no problem. This is 25, if you put 5, you get another 5, you finish. So 25 can be written as 5 power 2. 5 power 2. So put square root of 5 power 2. Now this was to show you that this is a perfect square number. This one also can give you 2 power 2 over 5. 5. Square root of 5 power 2 is 5. Square root of 2 power 4, it will be 2 power 2. Now this is 4 over 5. This is the result. Now guys, let us clean one part here in order to do the following. I hope this is clear. Then let us continue with the part 2. Indices and sums. Okay, we are like here for 1, 1, 2, but index notation 1, 2, 1. Index notation. As you see, once you have n, it is a number, but can be expressed as a power x. What does it mean? This edge represents something here which we call the base. A will be the base, and x will be called the index. The index or the power simply. Now, you see, if you have a power x, you write down this n in the index notation of the number n. Good. Now we are going to use some examples here. Example, write each of the following in the index form. We have 3 examples. We are going to write 16 in the index notation. This 16, it is better to write it first of all in prime factors. You write, for example, 16. If you put 2, it is like to take 16 divided by 2, you get 8. Take now 8, you divide it by the same 2, you get 4. Take 4, divide it by another 2, you get 2. So if you like to the same prime numbers, you can stop by here. And you see that 16 can be written as 2 power 1, 2, 3, 4. It means 2 power 4, 2 index 4. Now we can say that 16 is equal to 2 power 4. This is the index notation of number 16. Let us do example number 2, where we have 81. 81. As we did before, let us do the same for 81. You can take 81. Remember, you cannot start from 2 because you cannot divide 81 and give you the whole numbers. Let us start using 3. If you put 3, you get 27. It means 81 divided by 3, you get 27. 27 divided by 3, it is possible to get the number 9. And once you divide 9 by another 3, you get 3. So please, we are going to write our 81 is 3, the base, and the index, the number of times we get 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It means we get 3 to the power 4. Now guys, I hope that this is clear. Let's do the number last, which is example 3. In this case, example 3 we have 24. 24. So let us find the prime factors of 24. You divide it by 2, it is possible. Then you get here 12. 12 you divide it again by 2. You get here 6. You remember that 6 divided by 2 it is possible. You get 3, but 3 cannot be divided by 2. In this case, we stop. So we are going to see that our 24, I'm going to print this.